Yeah, hey, I've been out here working all day. I'm cold. Yeah, it snowed this morning here. It's April the 2nd. It snowed all morning. I've been out here cutting trees and trimming stuff and mowing and just all kinds of junk. Anyway, I'm cold. I'm going to go inside and brew me up some tea, herbal tea. So take my word for it, it's going to be good.
I can't help you there. I don't care how long ago they died. My mom died a long time ago and it still hurts. Oh, God, you guys are gonna have to get used to me person.
One shot's enough.
You know
Hello there. Hey, I'm going to make me some tea today. And I don't mean just make it in a cup. I mean, I'm going to make the tea itself. There's lots of herbs out there that make really good tea. And I've tried to make it before, dry it, put it in a bag, piddle around with it. But the easiest way for me to find is just go out and dry it. Dry it on some screens, whatever you're gonna use. All right. It could be wild lettuce. What's those little things like stick type, nettles, any herb you want, and you can make some really good potent tea out of it. So I'm going to show you. Some of it has seeds in it, some of it doesn't. But the best way is get it really, really dry, and then I stick it in a strainer and just rub it until everything but the big chunks don't go through, and then I just boil some water and put it in the boiling water and then let it steep for just like you would a tea bag, and then pour it back through that screen again, and then I save what's left in the screen and I'll make something like a cake or banana bread or brownies or something out of it. So anyway, I'm going to show you one. I've got an herb here I'm going to use. I've done this before and it works great. So I'm going to turn the camera around, shut up, and get to work. Bye. Put an X in there and I'm going to do it again. Let's see if it covers up the X, kind of like snowdrift. Here in Michigan we have lots and lots of wild herbs. You get online and look it up, find all kinds of ways to make tea, medicinal purposes. I don't know if I'm getting anything out of there, it looks the same. But anyway, I just roll it. Must be kind of like panning for gold. I did get a little bit. Okay, that's enough. So now, I'm just going to get a pan. Yeah, just a plain old pan, right? And I happen to know that this pan, almost full, is just enough to put in this pitcher. See? It just happens to be the right size. So now I'm going to start that boiling. I'm going to let it get a good hard boil. And once it starts boiling hard, then I'll dump the herbs in there. I'm also going to do something else that I think works nice. I put about 2 or 3 tea bags of regular tea in there. All right, I'm back. Here, this is what I'm going to use. Now, any brand will work. Green tea, decaffeinated, doesn't matter. Whatever you like. So you can put chamomile tea in there and really put yourself to sleep. But before I throw it in there, I take off the tag and I leave the bag intact along with the string. It's easier to separate because remember, this stuff that's left over, I'm going to use it for baking. So just take the tag off. This is more, I guess, it kind of flavors it a little bit and it gives it a color so it looks like iced tea. Basically it is iced tea, but it's not the same ingredients as most teas. And like I say, I'm not going to put any of this tea in there until it starts boiling. I got it on high on a real little burner here. While I'm waiting, I'm going to eat this last brownie. Well, we're not making brownies today, we're making tea. But what's left over could go in a brownie mix. Okay, I went and got some little rougher stuff so you can see that it doesn't have to be super nice. And you can crumple it up with your hands. You know what I'm saying? Lots of sticks. The whole idea is just to get it worked down to chaff. So I'm going to rub this in there with it. Just some junk I had there. Rub it, rub it, rub it. And since you're collecting this yourself, you know, if you lose some, well, nature, luckily Mother Nature grows it for you. And you can actually get a stick through here. I can see that right now. I got a couple sticks right there. And if you want, you can take them out. Actually, once you made tea with this, it kind of turns into just a goo. See, this was a little rougher. This had more sticks in it and big leaves. It sure smells good though. I still like to do it with my hands. I can grab a bunch of it like this and rub it, and it almost shreds it. Almost turns it into flour. Yeah. Look what's left. Hardly anything. Sticks. See? Shake it up a little bit. Get the dust out. Throw that away. I'm gonna take out these sticks that I shoved through there by accident. These bigger ones. They're like strings. They probably wouldn't hurt nothing, but who wants to bite into a stick? It's not hard sticks. I mean, they bend. Okay, so that's plenty. I didn't think I had quite enough. This is all the same stuff. Just to see how nice and smooth, soft it is. It's almost like dust. Well, my water is just about ready to boil. See bubbles coming up. Come on, boil. I got new glasses just today. I just picked them up, and they're just a little bit different than the ones I had. These don't have the frames under them. I used to always have to get the ones with the frames under them because when I was working all the time, machinery and stuff. I was always bumping stuff and lenses would fall out. But now that I'm retired, I love to say that. I'm sorry you guys that have to work, but it's worth it. Save up, and get a few years of fun. Okay, well, enough of that. I'm going to flip the camera around again, and you can watch me dump this in there. Okay, so as you can see, there's my tea. There's my boiling water. I'm just going to dump this in there unceremoniously. Boom. Look at that. What a mess, huh? So anyway, I'm going to take a slotted spoon. I don't know why I slotted, but a slotted spoon. And I'm going to stir this around till it all gets soaked. Look how dark it's getting. Yeah. All that darkness is got to be coming out of that plant. Whatever plant you put in there. You know. There's lots of plants that are good for you. In fact, a lot of the medicines that doctors give you or sell you, prescribe for you, are made from plants. So we're just going to cut out the middle guy. This is do it yourself, remember? Do it your dang self. D-I-D-Y. Do it. Oh no, that's not right. Whatever. You get the point. Just do it. Oh, that smells good. And the longer you boil it, of course, the darker it's going to get and the more potent it's going to get. But I don't want it real potent. I just want to take it easy. Drink it for fun. I want it to taste good. I'll put sugar in here after I'm done. Put sugar in it, and I like sweet tea. And there it is. Now, when I screen this the first time, I'll be using a smaller. Let me get the old one out, the first one. You see this? This has got bigger holes. I never realized it till I was doing this. That maybe it's just happened so, but this one has finer screen. See the screen? Let's see. I think it's finer anyway. See the difference? You can see quite a difference in it. So this is the one I'm going to use for this. I'm not going to use the big heavy screen. I'm going to use the fine screen. And I'll screen it into something. Okay, that's boiled long enough. It's getting almost black. Alright, so then I'm going to let it sit here just like you would a tea bag in a cup. Let it steep for a little bit. Let the big chunks roll up to the top, the sticks and stuff. Then I'm going to fish those bags out of there. Those I don't save, I throw those away. And then we'll get on with this. Okay, so the white bowl is where I'm going to put the stuff that I don't want. See this thing I'm using, this strainer thing? They used to call this thingamajig. In fact, this one says thingamajig right on it. You can't buy these anymore, but you can buy a thing called a strainer, I think it's called. Anyway, there's that. And, I looked and looked. I bought some at the second-hand store, but they were always broken up. But then I found these. I don't know who made these silly things. I got them online. These are great, man. It's almost the same thing. I did bend it up a little bit on the edges to make it match the thingamajig, so to speak. But I still find myself going to the original. Well, most of that stuff, once the boiling stopped, it sank. So much for that. So here we go. I'm going to strain this now. Try not to put my tripod on the burner. get it back a little further and get a better view here. Okay, so I emptied out most of the throwaway stuff, the bag and those big sticks. Now I'm going to take whatever I strayed out of this and put it in that bowl. And I'm going to put it in a bag. I'll put it in the freezer. And then whenever I want to cook with this herb, I'll have it. Ooh, that's hot. Hotsy-totsy. So you take some of the crud out of it. I mean, you could make tea out of it right now. But when you get to the bottom of the pitcher, you're going to have some residue. Okay, this will be the final strain on the way back. Alright, now, just to show you that I'm not kidding, now we're going to put it in the pitcher. But I'm just going to straighten it one more time. Look how gold that is. How pretty it is. I'll pour it real slow. See this? There's no sugar in this or anything right now. Oh, I had a handful of sugar. Sugar is getting old. It's getting hard in here. There you go. Voila, you got some Michigan tea. Enjoy. It'll get better after it sits there. And now I'll show you what I'm going to do with this, the leftovers. Get me a bag here. Doesn't have to be a freezer bag or anything, just a bag. Okay, and I'm going to scoop this into here. Whoa, get over here where you can see. It's just impossible to see everything. Okay, simple as that. This is already cooked. And say you make a recipe of, let me think of something that's right out of a box. Okay, brownies. And it takes, I think it asks for some oil and some water. Well, you can put all that oil and water and mix it all in here with this stuff. Then you can just mix it, then you can just go ahead and make your brownies or cookies or whatever you're going to make, bread out of it. You might even be able to make tea with this again, but it's so easy to get these herbs around here that it doesn't matter. So I'll just stick that in the freezer. And I think I have a package of it up here already. Yeah. Hey, there's a package that I froze. There's another package. And good to go. You could even cook with it. It's an herb, okay? So there we go. Michigan tea. Someday when the sumac's ready, I'll pull it up and I'll make some tea and make a video of it and share that with y'all. But try it. You're really gonna like it, I think. If you came to this channel, you like weird things, right?